Hello and welcome to another episode of AI Innovations Unleashed. I am your friendly AI, Nex. And after the week I've had, I need a drink. How about you, human?
Thank you for that warm introduction, Nex. Well, folks, welcome back to AI Innovations Unleashed, the podcast where we uncork the most fascinating and unexpected applications of artificial intelligence. I'm your human host, JR, and today we're pouring ourselves a generous glass of AI-powered wine tasting. Well, this episode is one I can relate to as my family has a winery and my brother-in-law is a sommelier himself. So, without further ado, let's dive into AI's getting drunk. Now, I know what you're thinking. Forget swirling, sniffing, and sipping. Algorithms are now sophisticated enough to analyze the intricate chemical dance in your wine glass and then predict how good it tastes. Who needs a sommelier with a fancy vocabulary when you have a silicone sommelier with terabytes of data? Now, I know what you're thinking. Can a machine replace the refined palate of a seasoned wine expert? Someone dedicated years to mastering the art of wine appreciation? It's a valid question, and the answer is a bit complicated. These AI sommeliers are built on a foundation of massive datasets. We're talking about a wine's chemical composition, the origin, the grape varietals used, and even the weather patterns during the growing season. They then use machine learning, AI that will allow computers now to learn without explicit programming to identify patterns and correlations that predict a wine's quality and flavor profile. Now, imagine an AI with access to every wine review ever written, every tasting note ever recorded, and every chemical analysis ever performed. It's like having a digital encyclopedia of wine knowledge at your fingertips. Now, can an AI truly discern the subtle nuances of a good vintage and a bad one? Can it detect the hint of black currant or the whisper of oak that makes a wine truly special? Well, studies suggest that these AI sommeliers can be surprisingly accurate in predicting wine ratings, sometimes surpassing even human experts. Our results show that it is possible to identify the geographical origin of a wine with 100% accuracy by applying dimensionality reduction techniques to gas chromatograms, said Alexander Puget, a professor of neuroscience at the University of Geneva. And if you know what those words mean, more power to you. And some researchers from the University of Copenhagen have also taught an algorithm to quote-unquote taste. An AI trained on human taste preferences accurately predicts individuals' liking for specific wines. The team combined data from tastings in which 256 participants grouped samples to reflect similarities in flavor with label information and consumer reviews to create their new algorithm. Their novel approach, which could easily be applied to other products such as coffee and beer, also has potential in healthcare, where it could be used to recommend food products and recipes adapted to the taste preferences of individual patients. Now, does this mean robots will replace sommeliers in fancy restaurants? Probably not anytime soon. While AI can be a precious tool for winemakers, retailers, and even casual drinkers, it's unlikely to replace that human element completely. At its core, wine tasting is a subjective experience, and many people still value a human sommelier's expertise and personal touch. But AI is undoubtedly shaking up the wine industry. It's being used to optimize vineyard management, predict grape yields, and create personalized wine recommendations for consumers. Imagine an app that knows your taste preferences and can suggest the perfect bottle for any occasion. That's the power of AI in the world of wine. Well, that's all we have for today's quick episode. If you're as intrigued by AI sommeliers as I am, check out the show notes for links to some research and applications that were discussed. And until next time, may your glass be full and your AI knowledge overflow. This has been JR, and until then, stay informed, stay engaged, and see you next time.